good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Opinions and A-Holes, where we all have an opinion in the A-hole, and some of our opinions have us sounding like we're A-holes, but we're simply telling the truth. Now I'm gonna jump right into this with both my feet in the deep water. I just watched the video where Slim Thug and Mano was debating on who is the responsible party when a woman gets pregnant. But the boy on there, he's angry. Dude, you ain't telling the truth, man. First of all, I don't know about him, but when I was feeling the butterflies flap around and I was hugged up in the midst of wanting to get it so bad because I done heard about how good sex is and I'm right there and I don't know about a condom. I don't know about none of that. But I'm telling my son to always wear a condom and it's best not to have sex until you're really ready to be with somebody. And that's it. But if you're going to explore, you have to protect yourself. See, there's don't do it, and if you're going to do it, protect yourself. I'm not going to yell at you. Because sometimes you might just slip up. You can't, but you might. You might. I'm not going to condemn you. See, we want to condemn people for doing something that's natural. Now, when it becomes unnatural, that's when it's usually wrong. That's just my opinion, because this is Opinions and A-Holes. The point of the matter is, stop being so angry when you talking to people, man. I know we dying. I know there's a lot of children being born out of wedlock. But if you really trying to tell somebody something, we talking old men you talking to. You talking to Mano, he's 30, 40 something, Slim Thug, they 30, 40 something, I'm 55. The information that we're giving out right now was not given to us. And if it was given to us like that, the generations, anybody born in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, we gonna do what the hell we want to do. But now that we know better, we're supposed to do better. So when we have these conversations, he's asking the simple question. I'm all feeling you, I'm in love with you, and I'm feeling you, I'm trusting you, right? And it's all that. Conventional wisdom goes out the window sometimes. So what you're saying now to somebody our age, we don't get it. You don't get what we saying. When you in the mix and you in the moment, all that, you can't even think sometimes. Now, if you a player and you pull a lot, you know you're going to pull, so you need to think about, okay, what am I doing? And then sometimes if you didn't have no education, nobody telling you right from wrong the way we are doing now, we're talking about a past tense conversation in the present. Me, Mano, and Slim Thug is on the same page. You on the page that it's your fault. So you're saying it's the man's fault because if you trust your girl and y'all feel like y'all building something. If it ain't y'all, you don't think you could build, you shouldn't go wrong. But most people, when they get with somebody, they start feeling them after 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Talking about contraception and condoms and all that goes out the window, man. So sometimes these people are together for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and they feeling each other. And did you take your birth control pill? Yeah, I took it. I'm good. I ain't gonna get pregnant. Took my birth control pill. Oh, we've been doing it raw for 3 months, so now I'm gonna care. Starting out, if you start out not going raw, strap up. all times. Best thing for you to do until you're ready to be in a committed relationship, you should not have sexual activity with anybody. But I'm 55 saying that now. Couldn't tell 20-year-old Rob that. I couldn't tell Greek picnic freak Nick Rob that. Couldn't have that conversation with him. I had to have the conversation before he was exposed to environments that was people just was doing what they was doing, man. People ain't really talking about it the way, like I said, I made the video when I told you how I feel as a father, and I'm with you as a man. I accept full responsibility all the way around. Because if I didn't want to be with her, anybody I had sex with back then, I should have wore a condom every time. So I'm telling you, I make my videos to be a cautionary tale to let people know that, hey, I made mistakes, man. Because I really didn't know. But once I knew, I had to stop making mistakes, but I kept becoming a habit. I'm going, that's what happened. I'm not going to lie. People dying because people are lying. Don't act like you ain't ever do nothing. You talking about past tense. And if that was ingrained in you from, what your mother and father told you about sex, that don't ever have sex without a condom, if that was ingrained in your brain, you could speak like that. But most people in our community didn't have conversations about a few things: sex, money, on whether is it better to pursue your passion or set up a business and do your passion or get a job. We don't know about finances. Our thinking is antiquated when it comes to medical research and science, the way we think. Why a lot of us die at a high clip because we don't, because of the Tuskegee experiment and all the things that we heard from older people, great grandmothers and grandmothers about how they used to experiment on black people. It made us afraid to go to the doctor. Come on, a lot of stuff we lacking on, but we're not going to want. That's why I'm tying all this together, because it's going together. Ty Tribbett said church was whack. No, church is not whack. The people are. Educators are whack. Because everybody don't learn. Everybody's not going to be a doctor, so we don't need this science. Everybody's not going to be an engineer. We don't need this math. We need math to know how to compound interest and understand credit scores and understanding interest rate and understand terms and conditions. Understanding that if you mortgage your future, you're going to always pay. If you mortgage your future, you're going to always pay. Meaning that you living and you're going to pay, you're going to buy something today that you're going to have to keep paying for because you don't understand that it's a way to go about getting it. I got game on a lot of things, but sex was something I consider me an expert on. And I've never been to college. My expertise come from experience. Stop being angry when y'all talking about stuff on here, man. I know we dying. Those that are going to be awakening, that are made to wake up by what you say, they're going to hear it. That's why I ain't pressed. They said make a lot of content, lot of content. I figured out my purpose. My purpose is to help some young person that's watching this. I'm trying to help somebody my age. I'm trying to help somebody older than me. I'm trying to help a young man that has a gift and he questioning himself because people call him stupid or dumb. Because he likes to play. He's stupid or he's bad. I'm talking to that kid. I'm talking to the man that you do all you got to do and then some. And sometimes it just ain't never enough. And you know you gave your best, you gave your all, and it still ain't enough. What do you want from me? I'm an old man now. I'm being fish sandwich ladies. I'm being and fish sandwich lady's son, man. Oh, all I needed was somebody. This stuff is a blessing and a curse. I just want people to get on here, and especially as black people, man, it's about loving us, man. It's about loving us. So please subscribe, like, whatever you do. I appreciate it. Peace and God bless.